Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. Today in this video, we'll talk about Indian stock market news. Yes, we will talk about the latest, the current news that are impacting some of the key shares in the Indian stock market. In this video, our plan is to cover three main topics. First of all, we will cover all the kind of current latest news that are surrounding HDFC Bank stock. We'll talk about that. We'll help you understand what is going on with the HDFC Bank stock. In the second part, we will talk about Reliance Industries. They recently had, only yesterday, they had their 44th annual general meeting. A number of announcements were made. Stock fell yesterday as well as it's falling today. So we'll help you understand what's going on in the Reliance Industries stock. And in the third and final section, we'll talk about Nifty IT stock. IT stocks from last 2 days are rocketed. They are going up like anything. Will help you understand what's going on, what may be driving the stock price movement in the IT stocks in the Indian stock market. So it's a very important video if you're interested in any of these three areas, HDFC Bank, Reliance, or IT stocks in India. Then it's a very important video. Please stay with us till the end of the video. And if you like the content of this video, our request is for you to please press the like button and share this video with your friends and family. If you have not subscribed our channel A to Z Learning as yet, then there's no need for you to wait any longer. Please subscribe, become part of our viewers family, and our viewers decide what topics we pick up for our future videos. So without any further delay, let's commence our video. As I said, the first news item we are covering is the HDFC Bank. So what's going on HDFC Bank? HDFC Bank has been in the news for, I would say, last 2-3 months. It all started from the fact that RBI put an embargo on their ability to sell any digital services and also issuance of new credit cards. Their reason for putting an embargo on HDFC Bank's ability to issue new card was that HDFC Bank's technology infrastructure was not up to mark. Customers of HDFC banks were facing a lot of glitches and a lot of regular glitches. Sometimes their ATMs won't work, sometimes their bank website won't work, sometimes their mobile app won't work. So one reason or other, there were a lot of kind of glitches that customers were facing. RBI was conscious of all the kind of complaint that was coming from the customers, and therefore RBI asked HDFC Bank to sort out their technology affairs. And until then, they said, you as a bank can't sell new credit cards, you can't offer any new digital services until you have sorted the technology infrastructure. That was a big setback for a bank like HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank is a market leader in the credit card business. And since this ban of not able to issue new cards, they are losing their market share. In fact, they've lost already about 2% of the market share. And the biggest beneficiary of HDFC Bank's problem are ICICI Bank. They have gained quite a lot of new credit card business share, SBI cards, Axis Bank's card. But in terms of ranking, I would say that ICICI Bank has been the biggest beneficiary in terms of raising their market share of credit card business. And the second biggest beneficiary is SBI credit card business. So what is happening now? So this is all about history. This is also about like, okay, how it has impacted the HDFC Bank's business and their market share. But bank, under the leadership of their new CEO, Mr. Shashi Jagdishan, they have taken full control. It's an embarrassment for them. And their CEO, Mr. Shashi, has recently very publicly have said sorry, have apologized for all the issues that the bank's customers had to face. They have already complied with the RBI requirement of conducting an independent technology audit, and in fact, that report has already been submitted back to the RBI. And there's a massive investment in the technology infrastructure is underway at the HDFC Bank. So I believe that it's just a matter of time now that they'll be able to solve all these technology related problems, and they'll be able to offer a great experience, glitch free experience to their customers, as well as will be able to offer and issue new credit cards to their customers and other digital offerings. So I think in my view, this latest submission of IT audit report to RBI, a massive investment in the technology infrastructure, looking at the cloud solution, looking at the different data centers uh, by the HDFC Bank, I think they're not out of the wood yet, but they are getting there. They're rapidly getting there. So it's a matter of weeks before hopefully they'll listen, they'll hear from RBI, and hopefully that embargo on their ability to sell new credit card and digital offering will be lifted soon. So that's happening with the HDFC Bank. The stock price has consolidated lately quite a lot, but it's showing early signs of some growth momentum in the stock. And I think hopefully once the RBI lifts this embargo, the stock will go up further. So that was all about HDFC Bank. Now let's talk about Reliance Industry, which is again a stock which has been in the news yesterday, which has been in the news today, and I'm sure a lot of you as retail investors are wondering what's going on. Usually, the AGM of Reliance Industry is a big affair. A lot of goodies are offered, a lot of big announcements are made in the AGM, and usually it supports the stock price towards it going up. But yesterday it fell. Today also, when I last looked at, it was down almost 2.5%. So what has happened with the Reliance industry? I think there are few things that have happened. Clearly, AGM had big announcement, but whether those big announcement were in line with the expectation of the market is a big question. I personally feel the announcement that were made at the AGM are long-term great announcements, and it sort of kind of strengthen my belief in the long-term story of the Reliance industry. They made announcements in the three areas. For their retail business, which is now 10-year-old business, their growth plan are very, very aggressive, very, very ambitious. They are Mr. Ambani confirmed to the shareholders in the AGM yesterday that they are expecting retail business to be 3 times bigger than what it is currently, and in a matter of 3 to 5 years only. So on a compounded basis, they are expecting retail business to grow by 34-35% every year for next 5 years. That's massive. They're also gonna have an ambition to make their retail business as one of the top 10 retail businesses in the world, not just India, but in the world. So some great, massive uh, conviction call have been made by Mr. Ambani for their retail business. Geo platform, as you saw late last year, there were like big investment, number of kind of marquee investors put their money in, and all those sort of things are now getting into some shape or other. Those results are started to appear. For example, their partnership with Google is going to result into a smartphone which will be launched on 10th of September, Ganesh Chaturthi's date in India. And as per Mukesh Ambani, that will help a vast majority of our current feature phone users or 2G customers in India to move to a 4G network. They have not indicated what will be the price of that phone, but they made the comment that it will be most affordable in the world. So that says a lot. And usually when Reliance makes a commitment like this, they have an excellent record in terms of delivering those commitments. Similarly, with WhatsApp, the GeoMart WhatsApp kind of integration is working in the beta model, and it's being tried in few places, and it's all showing great early sign of kind of working really well. Some useful feedback that they are getting to kind of make sure that some of those teething issues are fixed before it's kind of more broadly launched. So that's work is in progress in partnership with Facebook. So both retail and geo platform, again, some great announcements were made. Both these businesses are going to be a key part of the future growth story of Reliance Industry. But the biggest of all, the announcement was Reliance's announcement to get into green energy business. I think that's a that's a basically watershed moment for Reliance Industry, like they had 5 years ago when they ventured into the telecom business. Nobody expected. A lot of people said that Jio would probably lucky to get to 100 million customer in 5 years, but in 5 years later, they are cash flow profit. Uh, they are they are also managing over 450 million customers, so almost 4.5 times more than what most commentators uh, expected Geo to achieve. So, and Reliance retail space is also the same. So when I look at the green energy business announcement that they have made, I think they are going to change. They know their oil to chemical business, which is currently their cash cow business, has got a finite life, whether it will last 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, you pick a number, but it will finish, it will go down in few years time. Whether it happens in 10, 15 or 20 is anybody's guess, but it is a business which has no growth potential in the long term. Therefore, this foray in the green energy business, which will be solar based energy, it does two things. A, it creates a great opportunity for Reliance to become a global player in a green energy business. And B, it also helps India's kind of commitment to become free from fossil fuel dependency. I think I think that's a great investment announcement that Reliance has made. They'll be investing close to 75,000 crore over the next 3 years to build this capability in Gujarat, in Jamnagar, and this will probably has the potential of making India as a net exporter of energy in few years time. So I'm very bullish on Reliance on the back of that announcement. Nobody can doubt Reliance's ability to deliver on these big announcements because they have consistently delivered on all the announcements that they have made over the years. So this time again, though green energy business announcement looks very ambitious, but with their delivery credential behind, I have full faith and confidence that it's just a matter of time that they'll deliver on this sort of thing. So therefore, I'm surprised at why market is reacting the way it is reacting in terms of stock price going down last couple of days. That stock has lost almost 4 to 5% of their value. I think it's a temporary blip. A lot of probably traders, operators had the positions which have gone wrong way, and therefore they are unwinding those positions and it's putting pressure on the stock price. But longer term, I think this is a stock I'm personally convinced I can buy and leave it for my kids, and they will enjoy the growth that it can deliver. So that was all about Reliance Industry. And then the third and the final section, we'll talk about the Nifty IT stocks. What's going on there? As you all would have picked up the last couple of days, most of the IT stocks, the big IT stock, whether it's Infosys, HCL, or TCS, they're all doing really well. I think there are a couple of news to kind of note there. First of all, Infosys, as part of their last quarter's results announcement, they they did announce the buyback that they'll be buying back from the open market up to a maximum price of 1700 per share. Stock is trading at around 1500. So that is coming near to being action. Therefore, I think a lot of people are probably getting into the stock in time to sell it at a higher price. So that's probably pushing the Infosys stock price up. It's a big news. I think it will temporarily, as a short-term trader, you could benefit from by buying now at 1500 and then selling somewhere between 1600 to 1700. But I'm looking at more longer term. I think the stock price post buyback will have a higher earning per share potential, and it's a growing business. It has got long-term growth potential. So as a shareholder, I think long-term picture is more compelling for me to stay invested in Infosys stock. The other thing which is a global cue that has helping IT stock, Accenture's announced their results recently, and those were very strong result. And usually the practice is that whatever is the direction of Accenture's result, that's how the results of IT companies come in India as well. So I think a lot of people feel that on the back of Accenture's strong results, all the IT companies' results, whether it's Wipro, HCL, Infosys, or TCS, are going to be very strong. Therefore, they could push the stock price further up. And as I said, that Indian IT companies are very unique. They are well diversified. They are no longer the simple delivery or the offshore software development companies. They are partnering. They are leading. They are in the cutting edge technology, whether it's digital, whether it's client experience, whether it's industry vertical. They are present in pretty much all the things possible. So it remains a long-term growth engine for India, the IT sector, and therefore the companies in it, if you are exposed to this particular sector and the companies in this sector, all likelihood you will have very good return in the years to come. So I hope this quick video on these three topics that are being talked about, that are in the news in the Indian stock market, is helpful. I would really look forward to your comments on this video. If you agree with this, if you have any alternative views on my narrative, then please do share those via comments on this video. And as I said earlier, if you like the content of this video, then let us know by pressing the like button on this video. And if last but not least, if you've not subscribed our channel A to Z Learning as yet, you have no reason to wait. Please subscribe and become part of our viewers family. Thank you so much for watching, and good day.